boys and girls. Hey, listen, I hope everybody had a nice Easter holiday. And I'm just enjoying some of the spring-like weather. I'm sitting on my porch right now. And wanted to share with you, I guess some of you remember I did a video a little while back of the crash and burn of the Trans-Oceanic that I was going to restore with all of you. And I apologize for that, but however, one of my viewers came through for me, and this is just really awesome. Let me show you. Well, boys and girls, what you see in front of you is a little worn and tethered and had better days Zenith H500 Trans-Oceanic. But don't you worry, I have that, I have another H500 and a third H500. So between the three of them, they're pretty much well worn. But you want to know something? We're going to make one really nice one. It won't be museum quality, but it'll be really nice, and we're going to do a low buck restoration. And even two of these have tubes. They were generously, very generously donated to me by Rich, who's the president of the New Jersey Antique Radio Club. And if you don't know who he is, go back to my Radio Shack Find video. He was a fellow sitting or standing right next to me on my right or on the left as was shown on the video. Now, to me, these radios, I mean, by today's standards, they're not that great. However, in the time, these radios were uber cool, and I think that's what gives them the cool factor. Plus, is, you know, in my own recollection as a child, I used to have, my uncle had one that I used to play around with a lot. And that's what kind of got me hooked into these things. So, one of the things that made these radios such a really neat radio for the time is that they used, well, in the miniature tubes anyway, they used a 1L6 tube, which is a pentagrid converter. And then prior to that, the very first Trans-Oceanics into the 8G series, 7G 8G series, used a 1LA6, which was the predecessor to the 1L6. Now, without getting into the technical end of it, what made that tube so special was that it allowed these radios to have to oscillate at higher frequencies, which have never been done before in a battery tubed portable radio. So Commander McDonald kind of pressed his engineers and actually got that to happen. So if you remember a while back, I did a little experiment on my G503, which was a companion AM portable, and that radio has a 1L6 in it. I took the 1L6 out and I put in a 1R5, and it didn't quite oscillate quite as good, because once I got up to about 1,000 kcs, then all of a sudden you just saw that the oscillator changed a little bit, and then it wasn't linear with the dial when you went to tune that. So it started to change in that radio a little bit. So that the 1LA6 and the 1L6s are special. So these radios, we're going to start on this pretty soon. These and G500 radios are pretty identical, except for the bands. The G500 basically just had bands that went from, I think they had the 49, 31, 25, 19 and 16 meter bands, and then the AM band. And these have, what's it, 31, 25, 19, 16, and the spread bands, and then it's got full coverage from 2 to 4 and then 4 to 8. So other than those, the radios are pretty similar. So we'll do these first, and we'll start on one of these pretty soon. So I want to thank Rich, and also want to thank the New Jersey Antique Radio Club. This is kind of cool. So I'm really looking forward to starting this. So stay tuned, and we'll be doing this really soon. So I wanted to share that with everybody. So take care. Bye. Oh, by the way, I got one announcement to make. Hi, boys and girls. Hey, look, April 28th and 29th, Raceway Park in Newtown, New Jersey. The spring 2017 swap meet is coming around the corner, and that's why I'm standing next to the radio flyer. So look for a radio flyer. I'll be there. If you see me walking around, or you see me at my space, hey, stop by and say hello. And we'll do a video while we're there, and we hope to see you there as well. So until then, take care. Bye.
Why?
First of all, why am I taking these stoic carcasses and trying to make and bring it back to life? Well, you know, Zenith basically was started by two guys that were hams anyway. They had their own little ham radio station, and eventually it transitioned into a radio business where they're making commercial radios for the public. Start over again. Can't find the right edge.